Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, we're going to give all praise, honor, and glory to
Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Washahar Kadash.
Okay, and Yahweh is the Heavenly Father's true name. Yahweh Shai is from the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ as his true name. And Rakah Kodash is the Holy Spirit. We're also going to give double honors to our apostles and our elders at Great Millstone who rule and teach well in the scriptures. And salutations to all the Akim out there that pushes word in all truth and all sincerity. And we're going to get into a lesson about how the EU, the United States, and Russia are expelling diplomats from each side, okay? You have the EU and the United States that have expelled these Russian diplomats, and now Russia, basically in retaliation, expelled the United States diplomats from Russia, okay? So this World War III is brewing up right now, right before our eyes, okay? And can you get a little bit of that article?
Sure, there's an article from CNN. Russia expels U.S. diplomats and shuts consulate in tit-for-tat move, right? Russia will expel 60 U.S. diplomats and close the U.S. consulate in St. Petersburg.
Yes.
Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov said Thursday in retaliation for a similar move by Washington.
Yeah, that's serious, okay? All right, that's it might not be a physical, action. What I mean by physical, I'm talking about like in terms of war. But this is that wars and rumors of war brewing up. And actually, let me get that real quick for you. This is Matthew 24 and 6. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet.
Yeah, because you see that already with the media. You know what I'm saying? You see all those countries gathering together in the Most High's judgment. The Valley of Jehoshaphat. And right now, the icing on the cake is Russia. We're getting that prepped up. You know what I mean? Because it's prophesied that they're going to nuke the hell out of America. Them in China, mainly. You know what I'm saying? And so this move right here with Russia, against the U.S. is just Egypt against Egypt. You know what I mean? This is U.S. Edomites against Russian Edomites. The house of Satan divided right before your face.
Yeah. Let me get two more precepts for you.
Sure.
Matthews 12 and 25. And Yahushua knew their thoughts and said unto them, every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation, and every city or house divided against itself shall not stand. And if Satan cast out Satan, he is divided against himself. How shall then his kingdom stand?
Right. Just like a house, you have a foundation, you have pillars. If they're at war with each other and they're purposely taking each other out, the house cannot stand at all. That house is going to collapse and eventually become desolate. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to be able to live there. And that's exactly what's going to happen to America, once it gets hit with 200 million nuclear missiles, this place is going to be desolate, only for desert animals,
Yep, and you're seeing Esau versus Esau, okay? Alright, these Edomites, they're all against each other, and their house is falling right before our eyes, as the brother said earlier. And I got another scripture for the brother, Matthew 24 and 7. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. Okay?
Yeah, because the word kingdom means government. You see this, the Russian government against the U.S. government, and you see the other governments around the world, siding with Russia and jumping out with that petro yuan and just that whole business, leaving the U.S. behind.
That's right. And it says, and there shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places. All these are the beginnings of sorrows.
Conan, you already see that. If you're watching, sincerely watching, there's earthquakes, there's volcanoes, there's people dying, there's whales beaching themselves upon the land. Birds dying from just falling from the sky. I mean, these are things that are signs for us to watch. And not that we're troubled, but just so that we know the end is coming.
Yep, that's right.
The end of Esau, Edom's kingdom.
Right. Yep. Because when you read up above on Matthew 24, the disciples at that time asked basically when is the end of the world going to happen, You know, meaning the end of Esau's kingdom. Okay, because during that time they were dealing with Russian persecution, but now okay,
Russian?
Slovakia. Sorry, Roman persecution,
Roman,
Slovakia.
yeah.
They were dealing with Roman persecution, okay? And so they wanted to know when it was going to stop, okay? And now, you know, the Lord said, look for these signs, okay, for His coming, because you know at that time period, it wasn't time for Yahushua to take that kingdom down, take Esau's kingdom down, because there was more prophecies that needed to be fulfilled. But now we're living in these time periods where Yahushua is going to make a second return to take down Esau's kingdom, okay? You know?
Yeah, this is the last captivity for Yasharala. You know, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native American Indians, and confusion of faith that go back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. This is the last captivity for us, you know? So we got to go extra hard right now. Those that are waking up to the truth, the elect, Lord willing, the hopeful elect, I should say, go extra hard right now. You know, push your videos, you know, every day if you can, you know? Increase. You know what I mean? Get this word out here. Because Yahweh Shai needs to be increased and we need to decrease, you know what I'm saying? So right now everything's getting prepped. We're setting the stage for Yahweh Shai, you know? And we're doing that by what? Telling you the word of the Most High.
That's right.
You know?
Can you read a little bit more of that article?
Okay. This is back in the CNN article. Russia expels U.S. diplomats and shuts consulate in tit-for-tat move. The 60 diplomats, 58 from the U.S. mission in Moscow and 2 from Yekaterinburg, were declared persona non grata for activities incompatible with diplomatic status, the ministry said, ordering them to leave the country by April 5th.
Yeah, and that doesn't give them a lot of time to leave, okay? You know? And that's going to, stir up this war even more, man. Okay?
U.S. Ambassador John Huntsman had been summoned to the foreign ministry to be told of the decision. Lavrov said, Russia has been on the defensive since the UK government openly blamed Moscow for the poisoning of a former Russian double agent, Sergei Skripal, and his daughter, Yulia Skripal, on British soil on March 4th. More than 20 nations, including long-term allies like the United States, have backed Britain by together expelling more than 100 Russian diplomats. The U.S. expelled 60 on Monday as part of the coordinated global response.
So that's huge, man. Okay, what did it say? 20. So 20. Basically 21 countries.
Have 20.
Yeah, 20 countries plus Britain. So it's 21 nations that expelled 100 Russian diplomats. Okay, and you know Russia is pissed off about that, man. Okay, because you have basically the United States and the EU that are trying to blame everything on Russia. Okay, so their nation or country can thrive. Okay, because right now we're in that transition of the West falling and the East rising. Okay, you have Russia that's their economy is prospering. Okay, China, all these countries are doing better. Okay, than years prior. Okay, like the 50s, 60s, 70s.
Mm-hmm.
And now the United States and its allies like the European Union, they're not doing so well anymore. Okay, and that's mainly because Russia and China and its allies aren't working with these countries like that anymore. They're finding other ways to trade and make money. Like the brother mentioned earlier, the Petro Yuan. That's being launched, and that's hurting the dollar now. Okay, the petro dollar. All right, and there's other things going on as well. They have their own trade routes out there. They have their own things put in place. So you have basically the United States and Europe. They're getting desperate now, man. Okay, and all this is trade war is going to lead to physical war.
Oh, that gets into it. Can I bring this up?
Oh, calm, beautiful.
Yeah, yeah. So back in the article, Russia had already been engaged in a tit for tat with Britain, with both countries expelling 23 diplomats each, and Russia closing some British institutions in the country. Russia has firmly denied responsibility for the poisoning, and President Vladimir Putin has dismissed accusations his country was involved as delirium. Lavrov echoed those settlements Thursday and slammed the global expulsions of Russian diplomats as absolutely unacceptable, warning that Russia would retaliate. Yep, he said.
Okay, because they're poking the bear now.
Yeah.
All right, and
Yeah.
you can only poke a bear so much, before he retaliates. Okay, keep going up.
He said those countries had been put under the greatest pressure of the United States and the Great Britain. Among those that expelled Russian diplomats were major European Union economies, including Germany and France, as well as most NATO states.
That's right. Okay. All right, and that's like I said, man. This whole economic war that's been going on is going to lead to physical war. Okay, financial wars lead to physical wars, and I got a precept for you. I got two of them. This is Revelation 9 and 12. One woe is past, and behold, there come two woes more hereafter. And I'm going to jump to Revelation 11 and 14 now. The second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly.
Yeah, and this third woe is this third world war. You know what I mean? And it's gonna be beautiful. You know what I mean? Because this is what we're waiting for.
That's right.
We're that much closer, being out of this wretched kingdom and into the kingdom of heaven. We're gonna have rest and peace.
That's right.
That's so right, these signs, all Lord willing, it all takes place this year. You know what I mean? The way it's escalating. Yahweh, He heard our prayers. He's shortening the days for us.
That's right. And that's pretty much it on that article.
Yeah, for the article's done.
Yeah, that last piece is
yeah,
they need to be read.
relevant, right?
But yeah, and can you get that in Ezekiel 38 then?
Yeah, this is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 38 and 1. And the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against God, the land of Magog, the chief prince of Meshech and Tubal, and prophesy against him, and say, Thus saith Yahweh power, behold, I am against thee, O God, the chief prince of Meshech, and Tubal. Verse 4, and I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy what's that called? Jaws? Let's spell differently. I will put hooks into thy jaws, and I will bring thee forth, and all thine enemies, or army, horses and horsemen, all of them clothed with all sorts of armor, even a great company with bucklers and shields, all of them handling swords.
So basically Gog and Magog is talking about Russia, okay? Because the land of Gog and Magog is where Russia is, okay, currently. And how it says in verse 4 that the Lord is going to turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws, okay? And that's what the Lord's doing, okay? He's bringing them back into the Soviet Union spirit again, okay? Bringing them back into that warlike mentality, okay? And how is he doing that, man? By things like this, having, was it 60 of the diplomats being expelled, okay? That's getting them, roused up, getting that war spirit in them again, okay? And the Lord's doing all this. Can you get that real quick in Proverbs where it says the Lord's basically the king's
heart is in the
that one.
Yeah, that one. Yeah.
Yeah, Babu Kusha, can you get that real quick?
Kind
Because the Lord is doing all this. He's making these elites, these elite Edomites do their actions, okay? He's making this all happen, all right? That's it. I mean, I can find it real quick.
Oh, I got it here. Alright, my bad. That was like 20 or 21 or something.
Yeah, something like that.
Or
Let me see how I can find it quick.
I got it. This is Proverbs chapter 21, verse 1. The king's heart is in the hand of Yahweh, as the rivers of water. He turneth it whithersoever he will.
Exactly. So the Lord is controlling all this, all right? He's got these king's minds basically set to do a certain goal, okay? All right? And right now, man, these Russians, okay, they're getting geared up for war, man. And these other Edomites, man, all right, in Europe, in the United States, in Israel, they're doing certain actions that are getting them, angry, man. All right? And how it says there, I will bring thee forth in thy army and horses, horsemen, all of them clothed with all sorts of armor, even a great company with bucklers and shields, and all of them handling swords. So basically, their armies are getting geared up for war, and you see that all the time. You in the news, okay? You go to RT, you could even go to CNN or whatever, or Fox News, and all they talk about is Russia, gearing up for war. What do you call those war games? They're having war games with China and their allies. They're doing all that, man. They're getting ready for war, man. Those war drums are beating right now, and they're getting louder and louder. All right, and can you keep reading that?
Khan, back in Ezekiel 38 and 5, Persia, Ethiopia, and Libya with them, all of them with shield and helmet.
Yeah, so Persia is talking about modern day Iran, all right? Ethiopia and Libya with them. So all these countries, okay, are allies with Russia right now, okay? These countries are in alliance with them, okay? And they're getting ready for war too, all right? Keep going.
Ezekiel 38 and 6, Gomer, and
which is talking about Turkey.
Gomer and all his bands, the house of Togarma of the north quarters, and all of his bands, and many people with thee. Verse 7, be thou prepared, and prepare for thyself, and thou and all thy company that are assembled unto thee, and be thou a guard unto them.
Exactly. So Russia is that guard unto all these allies, okay? That's why the United States can't go into Iran like they want to. They can't go into North Korea like they want to. All right, and all these various countries. And the reason why is because Russia is that guard. He's protecting them, okay? Because the second Iran or Slovakia, the second the United States goes into Iran or like North Korea, guess what? Russia's gonna be there, man, and they're gonna bomb the shit out of the United States, man. Okay, and it's gonna happen regardless. But the United States is trying to basically find a way to blame it on Russia, man. Blame everything on Russia and the allies, even though they're the ones who are causing all this chaos in the world. Because what do they want? They want the natural resources in these areas. Okay, they want control of the oil fields. They want control of the opioid fields, man. What is it? The poppy fields, Slovakia. The gold, the lithium, whatever's in that area. Okay. That's it on that. We can hop to Revelation real quick, 17, and we can go to 17 and 16 with the 10 horns.
Revelation chapter 17, verse 16. And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh, and burn her with fire.
Exactly. And the 10 horns is talking about the EU, alright? And the beast is talking about NATO. They're going to hate the whore, which is America. And that's coming very soon. Right now, yes, you have the EU and the NATO countries. They're in alliance with America, but at some point they're going to turn. And you see signs of that happening. Okay, right now everything seems cool, but it's not, man. It's really not. All right. Eventually, these nations, all of them are going to just say, you know what, man? You know what the real problem is? America. And they're going to turn their missiles, towards America, man. And they're going to fire on this place, man. All right. It's only a matter of time. It's only a matter of time. Okay. And the reason why is because they're getting screwed heavily, man. Economically, they're getting hurt. Okay, that's the main thing. Economically, their people are suffering. A lot of the people are dying, man. You got all these riots. A lot of people are dying through these proxy wars. Okay? Can you keep reading that?
Con, Revelation chapter 17, verse 17. For the most.
You finish 16? We didn't finish 16. If we did, Salaki, can you just read it over?
I'll read it again, yeah.
Because I wanted to make a point at the end.
And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh,
Yep.
and burn her with fire.
Yep, those nukes, man. That's what's going to burn this place up, man, those nukes. Alright? That's the instrument that's going to take this place down, so to speak, man. Alright? That's the weapon of the Lord's indignation, man. Alright? The Lord put it in the minds of these scientists, okay, to create these weapons to fulfill His will.
Oh, that's what the next verse goes to.
Oh, beautiful.
Verse 17, for the Most High hath put in their hearts to fulfill His will, and to agree and give their kingdom unto the beast, unto the words of the Most High shall be fulfilled.
That's right.
Until the words of the Most High shall be fulfilled.
That's right. Exactly. The Lord put it in their minds to do all this. To what? To ultimately fulfill His will.
Right.
All right? Because whatever's written in the scriptures are going to come to pass. All right? Can you read 18 and then...
Verse 18, and the woman which thou sawest is that great city which reigneth over the kings of the earth.
And that's talking about America. And America does reign over all the kings, because whatever America wants, okay, whatever America pushes out, it's going to happen, man.
Yeah.
You know? It's going to happen. All right? They're the ones who are basically in control of everything. All right? So to speak. Do you have a precept? No, we just wanted to touch on, this whole situation with these diplomats being expelled. That's another sign of World War III, coming to pass. All right? It's getting that much closer. And, Lord willing, that was edifying. And with that, we're going to give all praise, honor, and glory to
Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Washahawah Karash.
Double honors to our apostles and our elders at Great Millstone, and salutations to all you brothers out there. Shalom.
Shalom.